Welcome to the MenSheds Australia module, Types of MenSheds. A main aim of all types of MenSheds, or male support groups, is to allow men to help themselves by looking inward through meeting and learning new skills, with a strong emphasis on emotional support. In doing this, men are enabled to bond and form social support networks with other members and in the process improve their health. The purpose of this module is to provide you with information on types of MenSheds and provide ideas that you can apply to your MenShed. At the completion of this module, you will be better able to put together a range of activities that will interest men of your community and be of value to both themselves in terms of good health outcomes and service to the wider community. The needs and wants of men are too numerous to be all mentioned here. Again, a MenShed is a practical, inexpensive and effective way to address men's needs and wants. Creating intangibles, such as a feeling of belonging and a sense of fun, contributes greatly to improving men's health and their contributions to the community. There is a wide range of MenSheds and the activities that they undertake. At first, this can seem a bit overwhelming until your management team starts to understand the needs of the men and the community. Pick the most important things first. Don't try to do too many things in the early stages. There are many good examples of just what can be achieved in a small community with minimal resources, so don't despair if you only have a very small population. The Armadale MenShed, on the other hand, comes from a much larger community, and because there are more opportunities, or even other MenSheds, they are able to operate a more specialised facility. There is plenty of room for a number of different MenSheds in such a community. This is simply because if a MenShed gets too large, it can lose its intimacy, which is so important in addressing men's health issues. We should always keep in mind that a MenShed is not there to compete with local businesses, but rather to complement them. Not all businesses are suitable for a MenShed. Just because a business is for sale does not automatically mean that it would be suitable for a MenShed. Opportunities exist to involve a local organisation with a MenShed. The idea is particularly relevant in a smaller community where there is a limited number of people willing to take on the responsibilities involved. It makes good sense to combine, as it can strengthen both organisations and more can be done for the men involved. The major groups of activities are discussed in turn in more detail. The range of physical activities is endless. Keep in mind that each activity will require a person with the necessary qualifications and experience, and there will need to be backup people with similar experience. The range of physical activities is endless. Keep in mind that each activity will require a person with the necessary qualifications and experience, and there will need to be backup people with similar experience. The main reason for being is to improve the health and well-being of the men in the community. There are many and varied services and activities that can be provided to the men. Keep in mind that whilst there is a lot of work involved in this area, there is not a lot of hard physical work, which is so important for men's health and well-being. One of the key objectives of a MenShed should be to engage the men in more community activities. This is not only beneficial to the community, but also to the health and well-being of the men and their families. Many men on retirement will tend to become recluse, which is of little benefit to them, their families, or the community. Social activities empower the men to take action to improve their life situations, and while membership of a social group has certain obligations upon individual men, the men can also reap many rewards. Every MenShed should maintain a calendar of regular and varied social events. Even a simple barbecue at the men's shed for the men and their families can be a great benefit to everyone. Again, the range of activities that a men's shed can undertake is endless. It is important to remember that some activities will wane due to lack of participation and may need to be replaced with another, more relevant activity. You should try and maintain a balanced range of activities that will keep the interest and participation of the men. A men's shed can be a great catalyst for increasing economic activity in a community. As can be seen here, a men's shed can do a range of real and tangible things to support others in the community.